everybody, welcome back to PadfootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back in American Truck Sim once again, and we get to try out our brand new Freightliner. It's got a couple miles on it just because it took me forever to actually find a Walmart load that was an actual Walmart trailer. Weird, right? It was very strange. I didn't even know that this was updated enough to have the cables. That makes me very happy when you get to see truck models like that. So, feeling really good. We're going to be doing a shipment, obviously, for Walmart today. We are just a company carrier at this point. We're technically going from Bend down to Lakeview. And we've got this truck full up of used packaging. Should be fun. Truck is actually a lot nicer than I thought. I don't know. Maybe this truck will be able to change my mind on freight shakers. So everything looks nice. Interesting, must be like a fog light or something. Looks good. It's in the afternoon, but we do have the winter mod in here since we are up here in Oregon, and it's just a dreary, overcast day, but should be a good drive. Pushing that air brake and actually seeing what's animated now. Actually a pretty good amount that's animated. And of course, we don't have Ella with us, which is actually a whole nother story that I'll go into here in just a moment. But let's get ourselves out of here. Let's get on the road and start our shipment. So welcome. I know that there's been a lot of American Truck Sim here on the channel recently, and that's just because, I don't know, falling back in love with it, especially trying out different trucks. That's been a lot of fun, and you know, we're gonna end up getting the weekly NASCAR edition ones. I just filmed that yesterday. You'll see that way before you'll see this one. That much I know for sure, and they're gonna have us get out of here really tight. Not gonna stop. You're gonna stop right in my way, though, aren't you? Freaking asshole. I'm telling you, the AI in this game is ridiculous. You're lucky I got a little bit of room to back up. You're an ass. Alright, get her back into gear. Let's get ourselves at least out here onto the road. But welcome. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing a lot of stuff. We're taking up almost the whole entire road. Having a good time here in Oregon. Yellow. Go, because you think you're better than everybody else. Completely running a red light. Going. But yeah, having fun up here in Oregon. Just trying to enjoy the winter mod as well. That's something that I really wanted to make sure we utilize. So a lot of the trips you'll see recently are going to be up here. Just to utilize the snow. And of course, some of the NASCAR styles, since a lot of our stuff right now is taking place up in the northern part of the country. So that's kind of where we stand on that. Nice Volvo. Sunoco, official field of NASCAR. So yeah, let's see. So the Ella situation. So obviously this truck doesn't have the ability to use the mods where I'm able to put in the Pac-Man and everything. Company truck, fine. That's just what we're using it for. We decide that we want to drive for Walmart a little bit. Here's the thing. First off, I hate this automatic transmission. It just pops through gear so fast and gets me nowhere. And yet again, we did put the low end of everything in here. Quick, cheap, get it off, get somebody in it, start making money. But Ella, so that's where I want to go with this. So today is the 5th of February, and if anybody follows on our Instagram, PadfootTD Games, which is down there in the link in the description below, just a little chime in on that. Ella had to go in for surgery today, so it's a frustrating topic. So Ella got spayed in about November. I'm not a fan of spay and neutering, especially with a dog who is always in my presence. There's no reason for it. It's not like she's going to get out and get knocked up. She doesn't leave my side. She's trained not to, and she never does. So I didn't want her to get spayed in the first place, but you know, with traveling a lot and just with some talk from Danielle and the rest of my family, and we have Beast who's not fixed either, and he just, for some reason, her last heat cycle completely went mental, and he's never done that in the handful of years between Ella and Belle. So it was weird. It was just very bizarre. Interesting. Oh, looks like a fender bender there. Sorry, just getting used to the lighting controls. So yeah, so I didn't want that in the first place, but I was like, okay, fine, we'll do it. Nothing lost. I wasn't gonna breed her or anything. So she went in for surgery in November, and then she came home, and I remember I was recording videos, and she was sitting next to me on the bed. She's really tired, and which is expected. She went through a very big surgery, and they, stitched up parts of her inside. They used internal suturing. So for those of you who don't know, it is like a biodegradable thread that is inside of her body, and over time, instead of like normal wire stitches, it would heal, they'd biodegrade, boom, you're done. Well, Ella's body can't do that. About 2-3 weeks ago, actually, I think now, I noticed where her incision was, that she actually had what looked like fishing lines sticking out of her stomach. And I kind of tugged on it a little bit. I was like, what the heck is going on? So, oh. Okay, sorry, I was just reading a text and something changed. So, let me get back to this, and then I gotta figure out what the hell's going on with that. Ooh, could've used a sign saying slower ahead. Truck is super smooth, really nice steering, nice kind of bounce back. It's me nerding out about it, but, excuse me, back to Ella. So I noticed that this was just sticking out of her body, and I was like, the fuck? I wasn't really going to pull on it. She wasn't irritated by it, but I knew that it wasn't right from my years of working with dogs. So I ended up calling the vet on like Sunday, and I knew they weren't open, and I waited for a call back. I didn't hear anything, and then on Tuesday I called them and said, hey, I didn't get a call back. This is something I'm really worried about. We brought her in. By the time we brought her in, that piece had fallen off. Had just fallen off. She didn't tug it. It just fell off of her body, and I was like, this is weird. Talked to the vet, and they're like, well, sometimes the body might push out excess. It's just trying to get rid of it. It's her body's natural way of trying to get rid of it. It looks like it cut itself off via biodegrading, and, she should be okay. It was a little pink. They gave us some meds to make sure it didn't get infected, and, we just kind of went on with our day. So a couple weeks ago, a week or two goes by, and I noticed that she's got another piece sticking out of her, and I was like, that's just not right. Brought her back to the vet again, and I'm like, I can't keep this happening. I can't have this keep on pushing out of my dog. And at that point, the vet went, okay, her body is actually resisting the suture itself, so it's actually going to make that incision a little tighter and tighter and tighter. So it became a bigger concern. So he's like, I'm going to have to go in and redo her sutures on the outside using the traditional wire method, not internal, not biodegrade. Ooh, that turns a little bit sooner than I thought. I turned down the brake intensity because on the Volvos it's crap. So I was like, okay, how much it's gonna cost me? $300 later, Ella's sitting next to me on her bed, kind of passed out, traditional stitches. Just frustrated that I have to pay the money because, something that they did at first didn't work. But as long as she's healthy, I'm happy. I'm just frustrated, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna try to grab a screenshot when we hit this little bit of flat ground, and I will be right back with you. All right, I'm back. So yeah, so that's where we sit with Ella. So I'm a little flustered at this point. You know what I mean? The thing before that kind of grabbed my attention. So I have Fitbit. Nothing wow there, but I've just started to set it up after having it for many years to actually give me text notifications, because I'm not always with my phone because it's getting older, it's charging a lot, and I just got a message from my ranch owner, Julie. The ranch owner. I don't own a horse there yet. That's a whole nother story about King, and that we might actually be able to get him. That's another story for another time. But I just got a message from her. I was watching. It said that I was going to watch her horses from what I was assuming was her flight leaves at 7 o'clock tonight, and I was assuming that I was going to watch the horses from tomorrow morning until Saturday afternoon. Well, it sounds like now I'm actually doing it from... I was going to go tonight anyways, but I need a second person there with me. So it sounds like I'm actually going to be watching them tonight, which kind of makes sense. We don't usually get them in until 4. Bradley's about 2 hours away. Got to be there early for your flight, whatever. So it's just... I guess I'm taking care of the horses tonight. That's why I was just kind of like, oh, lapse of thought, because now I've got a plan for that. I also have a dog who's recovering from a surgery. My mom is watching the other dogs. She has a truck to pick up my dad. You see how this starts layering and layering and layering. Oh, and my advisee, who is coming in to the next town over on train, needs to be picked up at 4:22. The horses are fed from 3 to 4, at least 45 minutes away. So you can see my juggling act that's happening today. And guess what? I'm still here sitting and recording a video instead of trying to face the facts of what the fuck am I gonna do to get everybody where they need to go. It'll work out. It's just wasn't ready for it right yet. This is a super windy road to be on 65 on. And we weren't even going that fast. Even 55 was too fast for that. But we're gonna run into the nighttime traffic. You know what? I like this. I like some of the company driving. So you might see this a little more on the channel. I do like this Freightliner. Would this be what I use for the biggest thing that's usually on the channel, which is, excuse me, our, what's the word I'm fucking looking for? Ella, what am I looking for words? Oh, our NASCAR. Our NASCAR American Truck Sim? No. Because if I can't have Ella, there's no point. So that's just me bitching. But I do like this freight shaker for a little bit of company driving. That's something that we don't do a lot. We do a lot of independent stuff. So I think if we can just do a handful of Walmart videos, I think it'd be a good time. Actually surprising that there's only been 13 minutes that's passed since we started this video. Thought it was going to be a little bit longer, but never fear. You know me and trying to back it up, especially with a brand new truck. It's going to go great. And also, I do know, I had somebody leave me a comment the other day about nighttime driving, that it's not as nice to see, there's not a lot going on. Well, that is true. I'm not going to always sit around trying to get the clock to line up right. That wastes time of videos that I can be making with you guys. And if we just do daytime runs, it's not realistic. You know, there are some day runners. Right now, we're doing it at night. You know, it's 8:46 at night. Making some good time because traffic's would be down a little bit more. You know what I mean? So it won't always be nighttime, but there'll be a handful of times where it has to be. Except logging. Now, the reason why I say except logging is because, you know, you've got the mills, you've got this. A lot of times, if you're driving a company truck, let's say for Walmart, and you get to Walmart, first off, there's a handful that are open 24/7. They might unload your truck then. If not, you'll sit in the parking lot and just wait for the next day, which, yet again, I know I've said this before, that is one of the things that I would love to see for American Truck Simulator. The need to have to fit a window. Like, they can't, oh, sorry, you're early. We can't unload you until blank time. Great. I'll sit somewhere. But then, at the same time, they would have to piggyback together with being able to sleep in your cab anywhere. Which I know might be hard for the game to think about, but, like, technically, if I really wanted to, I should be able to pull over right next to that fucked up broken sign. I gotta get that mod out of there, it's broken. Right next to that sign and sleep. I wonder if actually somebody's made a sleep anywhere mod. Probably not, because it's a game mechanic of, oh, you sleep and time passes when you park at this location. I don't know, something to think about. But we are here in Lakeview, everybody. Made some pretty good time with this new Freightliner. Yet again, it was such a short run anyways. Feeling pretty good about it. It was a fun run. That's what I'll say. It's always nice to try something a little bit different. I want to do some, maybe that's what we'll do. We've still got the Globetrotter that we need to use. I'm wondering if we should do a like a fuel run somewhere or something like that. That feels like the right criteria for our next video. So we've been doing race cars and all kinds of crazy shit. There's one excuse me, there's one Kenworth, and I wish I could see it. There's a lot of NASCAR teams who use it that I would love to be able to find. There's also like a long sleeper, like a super sleeper, one that I really want to put into the game as well. I can, nothing's stopping me. It's just the the time and the effort. All right, used packaging to FedEx. I don't know why we're delivering it here, but I don't ask the questions, I just drive the truck. And of course, since we are in Oregon, hopefully they've got the new setups for parking. Sometimes they just become a little difficult. Thank you for the gate. Don't be a swift driver. Wait. It's gonna be a little tight now, think about it, because I'm coming in at a weird angle. Where do you want this? I mean, yeah. Sorry, I gotta watch that gate and that mirror. Yeah, we're good. Alright, now how bad am I gonna murder this backup job? I think what I wanna do. Here, I'm gonna put the brake in right now for a second. I've got time in the yard, so I think I'm gonna go over there and turn this around. Let's try it. Next one, turn you around. Cab's a little bigger than I'm anticipating, though. I'm not gonna skip the parking bonus. Just don't clip. Just don't clip it. Yeah, that's looking good. What I will say the benefit of this freight shaker is, though, that the nose is so small that I can kind of get into areas that I'm not super used to. All right. Looking good thus far. I know, I should definitely be using the mirrors instead of sticking my head out the window. I get that. But, hey, this is where I feel comfortable, okay? Okay. Pull forward just a smidge. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. A little too much. Just fix her forward. There we go. Very happy with that. Sorry if you can still hear the wheel going in the background. Alright. Right about there. Here before we do so. How do you look? Yeah, it looks good. Alright. Drop that trailer. Alright. 185 miles, 4 hours, 3 minutes, and 34.6 gallons of fuel. Tell you what, do you have anything? Holy shit. That's really far. We can go back to Bend. I think it's actually going to the Walmart that's there, and I really want to do that run. Will you let me take a Walmart trailer? I've got that mod that kind of opens it up to do so, but not always. FedEx. Shit. That's disappointing. I mean, I guess we could take it unmarked. Probably that dry van. Let me double check. Because I really want to go to that Walmart, and I guess now or never. What are we transporting? Oh, household appliances. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry, you guys got to sit through the behind the scenes here of figuring out what we want to take. So we don't want a reefer. That's a given. All right, we'll just do a boring old drive van. Grab you and pretty much back the way we came, but all right, well, that's for the next episode, I guess. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, we do live stream on Twitch, and we are on Instagram. Those links are down there in the description below. Let us know down in the comments what you think, what you might want to see here in American Truck Simulator or something else on the channel. Always love to be able to have a conversation with you guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to show support, a subscribe is always appreciated. It's just really nice to know that we have an audience when we're making these videos. It puts a big smile on our face every day when we record to see that we have an audience that we're making them for. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.